Hey guys, Matt here. So I don't want to take up too much of your time here. Sorry I've been out for the past week or so. I wish I had a good reason for being out, but I've literally just been playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. But I'm back, and so let's talk about my portfolio and let's talk about some Gevo. As you can see, compared to my last portfolio update, I'm doing really well. We're talking $62,448.75. I did not put any extra money in this portfolio. I haven't done anything at all. I haven't even bought stocks this week. These are all just gains, and primarily from Tesla. Now, all I'm gonna say is, if you haven't listened to Tesla's earnings report, this last one, go listen to it. I don't need to say any more. Suffice to say, I am up, getting close to 3xing my money on Tesla. As far as some other gains, we got Revolve going back way past 5xing my money. Now, if you recall, I think last week or the week before, I was in the 60s, early 70s. Now I'm at 74.61, so we are well past a 5x again. Tapestry, still floating between a, late 1x, early, and a 2x or whatnot. That's fair enough. AT&T is still floating between the 10% losses and stuff like that. I don't know if that's going to get better anytime soon. Nothing major has happened with these two stocks. I did check out their earnings. They were good. Like, they weren't fantastic, but they weren't good. It's just, the sector is down. I took a look at some other stocks in the same field, such as T-Mobile, and T-Mobile is down as well. So it's just the sector. So I'm happy trickling more money into this every week until I see some improvement. But those are my only down positions, other than Hyliion, of course. But let's talk about that real quick. So we got Hyliion and Gevo. Which, for some reason today, sported some massive gains. Now, I did check into both of these stocks as far as the news. Nothing newsworthy came out for either of these companies today. So, as much as I like to, I love to see these 9% gains, these 6.7% gains, I have to attribute it just to the market. So, unfortunately, I have to take these gains with a grain of salt. And that means that tomorrow, if the market goes negative, these gains could all go away. But what I do want to point out is Gevo. Right now, we are at 8.75% gains. That is not small gains for, a growth stock, which a few months ago, I was down 10%, 20%. And not only am I up 8.75%, I've been up around this, this amount for some time. And, Gevo is, now maybe I'm just jinxing myself, but Gevo is very slowly starting to come around for me. Now, Hyliion is still a crapshoot, but Gevo is very slowly starting to come around. And I want to talk about that just for a second. Now, Gevo has earnings coming out on the 10th. I don't want to go too far into my current opinions on Gevo, because next week, I'm going to be releasing a whole new video dedicated to Gevo, talking about my expectations for their earnings report when it comes out on the 10th. I'm gonna do one for Gevo, and I'm gonna do one for Hyliion, because Hyliion's earnings also comes out 2 weeks from now. So I want to say most of my opinions for Gevo, but suffice to say that I think Gevo right now is easy money, and there are two reasons why I think Gevo is easy money. Again, I'm gonna keep this very short and sweet. The first reason is that Gevo has, for the past several years, as a matter of fact, for the past 10 years, has been performing like dog shit. Like, Gevo has been performing like absolute crap for the past 10 years. Like, if you follow the stock, since it went public in 2010, like, there's a website which you can go look this up. If you deposited $10,000 when it IPO'd in 2010, you'd have like 52 cents now. Gevo has done nothing but, perform like hot garbage for the past 10 years. And as someone who's just now coming into Gevo, I think that's a positive. Now, hear me out here. Yes, I think Gevo's, incredibly shitty performance over the past 10 years is a positive for me as a new investor. Because that means, for one, the stock price is low. We're talking $6.77. And, earlier, a few years ago, it's been lower than that. But right now, the stock price, I think, is very cheap. If you think the company is worth it, I think the stock price is very cheap. But the second reason, and this is where it hits home, why Gevo, I think, is a is easy money, is this right here. So Gevo has been, Gevo is a whole case of turning itself around. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. Gevo has $1.6 billion in contracts, take-or-pay contracts in place with high-profile customers. We're talking Delta, SAS. We're talking the city of Seattle with big name companies. These are contracts on the table that are already been negotiated, and there's an additional $20 billion that are actively being discussed with high-quality customers. Like these are contracts. These aren't just like hopes and dreams. This is money in place that's gonna be coming to Gevo over the next couple of years, as long as Gevo puts in the work. Now that PDF was off of a slide in August. Now since then, all you have to do is just type Gevo in the news, and you can see since then we're talking contract after contract, new contracts being signed with new customers. Like Gevo is Gevo is really setting itself up for success. Like, and we're talking with not just one contract. We're talking silver contracts. Now I'm not going to go through each of these, but all you have to do is just like more Chevron. We're talking big name customers like Chevron. There's one with BP. I don't know if it's going to show up here, but we're talking big name contracts with big name customers. Like the money is coming in, and right now is a perfect time to get into the stock. And like I said, the market is very slowly coming around. Like I'm slowly getting gains, and I've been getting gains. We're talking 8.75%. I'm happy with what I have so far. Hopefully in the next earnings report, it'll get even better. But so far, suffice to say, I'm very happy to be a Gevo customer. And if the price drops, I'll be more than happy to load on up. So like I said, next week I will have a more thorough video on Gevo where I talk more about my opinions as far as what I expect from the earnings when they come out on November the 10th. But for now, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.